up, Pappert!
Good evening. Administrators, parents, faculty, staff, friends, and family in the graduating class of 2013. 4 years ago, you checked your cookbook for a recipe on high school. You had already tasted the innocence and sweetness of elementary school and the weird flavor of middle school. And we're anxious for something bold and spicy and lasting. The first course was the most difficult to swallow, but as you continued to mix the ingredients, the dish became smoother. A dash of European history, a cup of geometry, a tablespoon of health, and 3 ounces of Spanish brought an aroma of comfort over your abilities. By your junior year, you were blending friends and slicing through sports and measuring your abilities against others. And finally, your senior year. The simmering of 3 years had solidified your foundation, and it was time to cook like you had never done before. You took the lid off this pressure cooker of education, tossed in portions of Disco Day and Shakespeare, and TVDC and economics, with a mad dash of battle of the grade levels. And bam, you have done it. You are graduating. Some of you devoured your plate. Some never liked the taste of English or chemistry. Some of you could have eaten so much more, but never brought the right appetite to this educational feast. But the food is gone, the table is clear, and now it is on to your next meal, your next recipe for success, your next mixing of ingredients for happiness. Some will stir things up in the military. Some will leap right into the bowl of the workforce. Others will continue experimenting with the recipes of college. From your very first bite, you have been given knowledge. You know that 2 atoms combined with 2 atoms of hydrogen combined with 1 atom of oxygen will give you water. You have been taught that laws are made by the legislature and the president has veto power. You are aware that Gatsby wanted to recapture the past, but that once the past is gone, it can never return. But you have also learned that the truly important questions have more than one correct answer, and some won't have any, like Sandy Hook and Moore, Oklahoma. You will have to discover what success really means. You will have to uncover the mysteries of love. You will have to travel many roads to find the avenue of happiness. You will understand that words are not as powerful as you might think. That to say you are a good father, to say you are a good student, to say you are a good worker, means nothing unless the actions prove your words. As a Zen philosopher once said, talk does not cook rice. The no vacancy sign is now on the porch of THHS. You have completed your stay. Some of you will travel to Paris, France, some to Paris, California. Some will eat filet mignon with béarnaise sauce, while others will be checking the dollar menu at Taco Bell. Some will analyze the artistic ambiguity of Dali, and some will search for a cure for cancer, and some will try to discover how to defeat Call of Duty. Some will live in a mansion in Beverly Hills, and others in a 1-bedroom apartment in the hills of Trabuco. But what you eat, where you live, how big your house is, and what your profession is, will say nothing about your character. Will say nothing about your honesty and integrity and loyalty and moral courage, the real precious gems of your soul. And be ready to be disappointed. Michael Jordan was cut by his high school basketball coach. Muhammad Ali, considered to be the greatest boxer ever, lost 3 times. Manti Te'o was really, really disappointed. Be ready for disappointment. It is as necessary as freedom. Put your arms around failure, and while your hands are on your back, give yourself a pat of encouragement and step back into the ring. Step back onto the court. Step away from the computer screen. Don't stop stepping. Don't let the world knock you down and count to 10. Don't let the world be your dictator. Maybe it is the encouraging words of your old coach telling you, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, that inspires you to see the sun on the other side of the clouds. Now it is your time. The time to check the cupboard and make sure you have all the quality ingredients necessary. The ability to see the beautiful simplicity in the average. The wisdom to get angry at boulders trying to knock you off the cliff. And the patience not to worry about the pebble you stumble over. The desire to walk 7 miles from nowhere to nowhere, but have it mean everything. The empathy to cherish the scarecrow as much as the man of steel. The passion to love, a difficult spice to find, as if Shakespeare knew what he was writing about. And to laugh, as if you just saw your teacher sitting on a desk lose their balance and fall with their feet flying in the air, and then help them up so they can laugh with you. And then grab some salt and pepper, grab some sugar and flour, open the recipe book, and see what excitement or adventure you can cook up next. Class of 2013, congratulations.